was the mid-afternoon coffee break of the day-long diversity and inclusion training for the middle management of XYZ Co., a large multinational corporation. Anita, Bob, Chris, and David, four of the vice presidents attending the training, picked up their coffee and wandered into a comfortable corner. Chris was talking. I think DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, is the right thing to do. There is no doubt about it. But they could have chosen a better time. I'm working on two order closures this week. But Susan insisted that I make this training session. I'm not one of those diversity cynics. I do believe we need a lot more diversity in middle and senior management. But let's do it at a leaner time, when revenue pressures are lower. Why bother at all? David responded. I don't believe in all this political correctness, but we can't say that to human resources, can we? I have tried getting more women and blacks into product management. You know I made an effort last year. It was a disaster. We were so late releasing the Centurion line of products, and we had so many glitches. But wasn't that because of the strike-related component delay, David? Bob asked. How do you really know that it was because of the two women and the one African American you had on the program? David immediately shot back. We have handled such delays before. Come on, Bob. We both know that women are not as flexible with schedules. They have to run home to their husbands and kids and don't like coming in on weekends. And if they get pregnant, that's it. You never know when they will quit. How can we run a business that way? I don't agree with that, David, Bob started. But Anita quickly cut in. Actually, women can fit in perfectly well with the current corporate culture. You just have to recruit the right women. Check if they share the same working style as the current team. Look at me. I have a nanny at home for my younger one, and my son is old enough to manage himself. My mother lives nearby and frequently supervises things. I can work just like the men, stretch working hours, go out drinking with the boys, and come in weekends if needed. You just have to check if they fit in with our working style before you hire them, David. Does that not negate the very point of diversity, Anita? Bob asked with a smile. We want diversity for the diverse viewpoints and ideas. If everyone has to fit in, then they will all work and think the same way. What's the point of the diversity? I believe diversity and inclusion are essential because they bring lots of business benefits. And that's what the last two sessions today will most likely be about. It's not just a politically correct thing or nice to have. It's an amazing investment with great ROI. Does this conversation seem familiar? Whose point of view do you think is valid? Anita's, Bob's, Chris's, or David's? What does the research and data say? You will find out in this course. Several organizations and consulting firms, including McKinsey, the Boston Consulting Group, Deloitte, Credit Suisse, the World Economic Forum, etc., and several academic researchers have done a lot of research on this subject over several decades. They have looked at data from many countries and organizations globally, and all these research findings, data, and survey results converge in a very clear direction. I will also be covering some recent and long-term trends in DEI, especially within the context of the recent pandemic. Come, let's deep dive into diversity and inclusion. My courses uniquely combine the latest research findings from neuroscience, psychology, and behavioral economics, along with my nearly 2 decades of global experience in leadership and management roles in multinational corporations like Microsoft and Verizon.